Perfect. Silly dog.
Ooh, a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Christmas miracle.
I'm the Christmas miracle.
Man, I might go sleep.
Do that.
It's like it snowed
Can't-
about 5 minutes
Not
ago.
another
Can't
one.
sleep on Twitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
can.
snowed about 5 minutes ago, and then it stopped.
It's snowing here right now.
And yesterday, I think it was like 65 here.
It was pretty warm here day before yesterday, so
We've got a
ridiculously
late
warm.
dusting.
Light dusting.
Yeah. Like you can still see the ground, but it's pretty white out there.
All right, well, it's 10:20 instead of 10:30, so let's get started early. All right.
Welcome, everybody, to the early podcast show. We're 10 minutes early,
Are we?
which means we'll be ending 10 minutes
And
late.
the points don't count for anything.
All right.
Is there what
Getting
can I
something.
do on here on the mobile? Is there anything cool? Ooh, voice settings.
You can tell when you cover up your microphone.
No, it shouldn't be.
Not now.
Okay.
Silly.
The indicator is solid green. Then Discord is transmitting your beautiful voice.
Yeah, man, you're transmitting. You're live.
Definitely.
We're live. You're live. Did you check your levels?
Fun.
Call me the level checker.
Hey, perfect. Glad you.
Also been referred to as a rules lawyer.
Haven't heard that one before.
Playing board games, man. I'm the rules lawyer. People trying to get away with shit. Fuck that. I'm on the case.
Oh, speaking of, I'm noticing stuff wrapped around your little microphone arm there. Like,
Not lights. It's my microphone cord.
check this out. This is not my microphone cord.
That's a microphone. Zip tie is nice.
My zip
MacGyver
ties
did.
now. Yeah.
I was really expecting Christmas lights.
Oh, I wish.
Here's my festivities.
There you go. Is that a stripper pole?
Close. Light post. Lamp post. Whatever.
Yeah, my my pop filter arm broke, so I had to
Pop.
MacGyver this shit together. All
Get
right,
some duct tape.
here we go, guys. Hello, you turkeys, and welcome to episode 19 of the SideQuest Gaming Podcast, a podcast where four longtime friends get together and shoot the shit about nerd culture, video games, movies, television, and anything else they stumble upon down their path to greatness. As always, I am joined by my co-host, Zach up in the corner,
Me. I'm flexing.
Pascal
greatness.
straight above my head,
Yep, always.
and live from Tennessee on vacation, the Sasquatch Nugget, TJ.
Yeah. Woohoo!
And I am Wes. And yeah, what's going on this week, guys? What have you been up to? You're on vacation, TJ. Tell us what's going on.
Oh man, a little bit of everything. I think I have bought moonshine, ate at a bunch of restaurants.
What was
Did
your
not
best
see them in
restaurant
the
you've
food.
eaten at so far?
I'm gonna have to say the breakfast place across the street. I think it's called the Log Cabin.
Okay. What'd you get?
Pretty,
What made it so
pretty
good?
daggone good. I got the sausage meal, which comes with sausage, 2 eggs, hash browns, 3 pancakes, and then I wasn't thinking I was gonna get full, so I ordered biscuit gravy, which is good as well, but I didn't finish it all.
Okay.
So good portions for. I think my meal was like $9, so
Now,
can't complain there.
Hell
Were these
yeah.
just plain hash browns, or do they have like cheese on them, or ham in them, or?
I think you could get it. You could probably order it. Mine just came plain, but they're sort of cubed but shaved at the same time. I don't know if that makes
Okay.
sense.
So not quite like home fries style,
Right.
but okay.
Yeah.
You know, if you
sort of like they were loose, like almost like they were making a hash brown, but just didn't let it like form together.
Okay.
you put your phone at just the right angle, your eyeballs look like flames.
Oh, that's what I'm
There,
talking about.
man,
Ghost
you
Rider.
fucking nailed that. That was like a pose.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
for those who don't know, I am outside of the resort down by the pool. They got a nice fireplace going. My tootsies are warm. I might have to move my ass over there in a second because it's going cold. But actually nice. So if anybody in the rooms or the balconies above is listening, it's SideQuest Podcast. You can listen to us or find us live on Twitch.
Hey,
Nosies.
hey, how embarrassing is it to do that sitting out there in front of people in public?
Not bother me one bit.
Sweet. I've never done it.
That's
so-
dedication, dude. That's dedication.
I look at it, man. I mean, I know you guys can't see it on the podcast, but on Twitch, I mean, it's
Man, that's tall.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, that's a lot.
it's all around. And it
Definitely not a
echoes.
cabin.
People can hear me. Yeah, they can hear me. I'm sure. But other than that, I think it's been fun, man. This is beautiful, and I honestly didn't think it would be anything like. Oh man, my fire went out. Oh,
-1 eyeballs.
yeah, I was thinking, there's no trees in bloom or anything like that. It's gonna be dreadful and dreary and ugh. But they got it lit up pretty well for Christmas. There's all kinds of Christmas lights everywhere. So it's actually really, really beautiful. We took a ride up the sky lift to the top of the mountains. We took Miriam up with us and rode around. They still haven't built it back yet. So we only went up and came back down. The little gift shop at the top burned down in that fire like 2 years ago.
Okay.
They haven't
So they're
rebuilt
rebuilding it now. So hopefully by next year it'll be built. But that's all I've done, guys. I played a lot of Red Dead. We played some online Red Dead. It felt like online Red Dead. We'll get more into that, I'm sure. So that's all I did this week. So I'll let somebody else go.
Cool. Before you go, what's the coolest place you've been to besides the ski lift?
Mm-hmm.
Go to the aquarium?
We didn't this year. We've been there before. It's really it's nice. I like the aquarium. We had a lot of fun there. We really haven't done much, honestly.
Lounging.
The first day we walked around downtown Gatlinburg, just walked the strip a little bit, went and bought the moonshine, and went to eat. That was about it. Other than that, yeah, we just lounging, taking it easy, enjoying life.
It's the way a vacation should be.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
The fire started up again, man. You're gonna die.
I know, we got the hypothermia.
Uh-huh. Who's next?
Yeah,
Nugget
but
had to
that's-
pick it.
Oh, yeah. So, Pascal, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been working and I've been playing Battlefield, which it's obviously the only game I play, I guess. Played a little bit No Man's Sky, the new update, which is nice.
What was new with the new update?
Well, I skipped 2 updates. So there was one update that was with underwater stuff, kind of like Subnautica. If you guys heard about the game, though, No Man's Sky added their own version of it, and the Visions update was like different like planets, like different colorings. Like in the generation, they added a lot more colors, exotic animals. Like it looks like a rock, but actually the rock is moving and stuff. So like something really strangely that is actually alien. Like they added stuff like that, and new weather system, stuff like that. A lot of like visual stuff. I guess that's why they call it Visions. The other one was Into the Abyss, which was the one prior to that, which I played a little bit on. It was you basically have a whole new story, and that it kind of the story around that is that you kind of get to learn how to build an underwater base, how to get the submarine, and learn about all the monsters underwater. And it's actually beautiful. I mean, they make it that you actually want to stick to a planet rather than flying to universe, or solar system to solar system. I mean, you actually want to stay there for a little bit and explore now. So it's pretty nice. So I can't wait what they're going to do in the future. But yeah, I mean, I've been playing Battlefield the whole time and Red Dead Online with Nugget and Wes a little bit, and then another night with Wes again, but it was a short-lived one, and I think he will get to that in a minute. Movies, didn't really watch anything. shows. I watched another episode of Supernatural with my girlfriend. We are now at season 6, halfway through. So she still likes it, and I obviously am a Supernatural fanboy. So I'm so happy about that still, that she actually likes it. But yeah, man, that's about it. I'm pretty boring week, and I don't want to talk too much about Battlefield 5 because we've been covering that like for so long. So I try to play a little bit something different with No Man's Sky, and I'm like, okay. And then Battlefield called again, and then I played UFC 3. Hold on, I played UFC 3, and I'm so glad that there's now a difficulty setting for the career mode, because I could actually play it on easy to kind of learn the game a little bit, rather than jumping in on like normal or whatever, where I just get my ass beat 24/7 from the previous one. So it's actually pretty nice. And they even have sliders, so you can kind of adjust that you recover stamina a little bit faster. And I did that. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Just because, I just wanted to have a little fun and, fight a little bit. And
well, it helps you actually learn the sport,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
you definitely want to learn the game. You don't want to get grilled cheese, that's for sure.
So, but yeah, it was pretty cool, and I liked it. But other than that, I mean, again, pretty boring and nothing really spectacular, like being in Tennessee right now by the fire, or
the moonshine.
And the moonshine, yep. So that was my week so far. What about you, Mr. Westman, Y2K, Chris Jericho?
That's Y2J, bitches.
I know.
Oh, geez, what did I do? I played some UFC 3 as well. Had some fun with that. Got a nice knockout online that was a cap to a fun stream one night. And played some more Red Dead. Kind of fleshing that whole story out. Played some Red Dead Online. Kind of not fleshing that thing out at all. What else did I play? I started playing Batman Arkham City on stream the other night, because we had done Batman Arkham Asylum, and we had done Batman the Telltale series. And so I was going to go through all the Batman games, and I'll be starting it back up again tonight. But I tell you what, I don't know what it is about that game. I remember playing it and loving it when it came out.
I feel like it didn't age well, gameplay-wise.
Something, because I was extremely bored with it last night. I quit playing it about an hour and a half, 2 hours in, and I went and played Madden instead and had a good time. So that didn't go well.
I really loved Arkham Asylum. I didn't care at all for Arkham City. I picked it up, tried to play it. I played it for about 5 hours and had enough of it.
What didn't you like about it? I'm just curious.
I think the open city aspect to it. I preferred.
I like that, because I didn't like the claustrophobic feel of Arkham Asylum, but all they do is take you from open world place to open world place and then put you in a claustrophobic feeling place. So
yeah, I'd rather just it be a constant dungeon crawl. I think that's the thing I'm always looking for when I'm sitting down to play an action game like that, is I just want to be crawling through a dungeon and fucking shit up.
I think they just didn't make it interesting enough. If I think about it, if you compare it now to the Spider-Man game that came out, I think like you actually want to do, don't want to do missions. You kind of want to explore and, fight crimes and be Spider-Man. And with Batman, the Arkham City title, I think that was one of the reasons why I also got bored after an hour. It's just like, man, this is like, the open world aspect is just not fun. There's like, you basically, it's the travel system, go from point A to B. And I mean, I don't like it. And that's probably why I got bored of it too. It's just, I don't know, just not the best title, I guess. I mean, it was at the time, but because it's Batman open world and you can do what you want. But if you really look into it, there's not really a lot to do. On the open world.
Because you're just Batman was why we thought it was the best ever.
Maybe.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
I think it's time. I mean, I don't know that there's been that many good superhero games come out, but Spider-Man, definitely open world aspect of Spider-Man puts Arkham City to shame. But then again, it's 10 years older, so
I think Arkham Knight was actually a little bit fun. I enjoyed that.
I didn't like the tank battles.
The next gen. No, I didn't like them too. But I mean, I think that kind of, I guess, was a little bit more stuff to do in the outside world, but
maybe.
Yeah, it's the same formula, and I think that's why they kind of stopped doing them right now. So
maybe. So yeah, played Madden. That's
What'd you
about
play
it for
in
me.
Madden? Did you play online games?
I
or you
actually
just do
played
a little-
your game last night with your Chargers.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
It went really well until the fourth quarter, and you lost by 6. Lucky.
Oh
So be it.
man,
I couldn't pull it out with like 2 minutes to go. So
I appreciate that
that's
effort.
what she
valiant effort. Yeah, I'm always pulling out early, but not this time.
God, somebody quote
2
that
whole
in the
minutes,
chat.
you just couldn't get out of there.
2 whole minutes. Quote it.
Vaginal dentata.
I said 2 minutes to go. I
And you
watched
couldn't pull it out.
I watched a TV show. I slept through part of it, but Netflix's The
Par for the
Frontier.
course.
It's got Aquaman in it, Jason Momoa or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Drago. It's set in, I would say, like the 1870s, I don't know, early
Pioneers.
frontier type America, and he's a half Irish, half Native American guy that's going up against a big trading company. I don't know. It's got a lot of redcoats in it, a lot of violence, a lot of cussing. My biggest problem with it so far isn't the story or the acting. It's just that everybody's got way too much fucking makeup on. They look way too clean for that place. It's not even the makeup. It's like the sculpted eyebrows, and everybody looked a little too perfect if they're main characters. If you're not a main character, then you look like an extra and you look like shit, and that's the way they should
Good
look.
genes.
Yeah, something like that. So
Yeah, I had that problem in a movie. Oh gosh, it was a western. It's supposed to be a western movie made off of a classic, and I can't think of the name of it. If I come back to it, I'll come back to it. But the problem was it had just the same thing Wes was talking about. You're talking about being back in the 1800s. That there wasn't sculpted eyebrows and makeup that made you look the most beautiful out of everybody. It was rough times then. So I had that same feeling in a movie, and I'll try to think of it while we talk.
Gotcha. But yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to watch some of it. I don't know if I'll last through it all, but we'll see. It could be promising. Too early to tell. Only watched 1 episode, so that's it for me. What you guys, Zach?
Holidays have really been kicking my butt, so I haven't played a lot of anything new. But I played a good amount of Overwatch. Got placed for my ranks. Did my ranked placement games. Got put up in high platinum, so that's kind of cool.
Anything above platinum?
Yeah, there's Diamond, then Master, then Grandmaster, and then Top 100.
Well, they're joking with you. You'll get the Grandmaster before no time.
So, fun fact, I actually playing in quick play with a buddy of mine. I got matched up against a Masters level Genji player. Like, I think I'm decent at Overwatch. Like, I'm pretty good. That dude just shit in my cereal over and over again. It was something else. Like, I could tell how much room I have to grow to get better at that game. That guy was insane. What else? On the Overwatch front, the new holiday, winter, whatever it is, starts on December 11th. So they're going to winterize some of the maps, make them all Christmassy, and release their new Christmas skins and everything. There was a leaked list of skin names, but nothing for the actual characters they're for. So I'm pretty pumped for that. And I'm actually not burned out on Overwatch, so I think I'm going to try to get as many of those skins as I can. I played more Total War. I've decided I think I'm going to start playing on normal instead of hard, because I don't think I'm as good at the game as I like to think I am. And I keep playing to a certain point and then just getting blindsided and beat down into nothing after like
That's
60
not very enjoyable.
not at all. It might be what's stopping me from actually winning a game at some point. I got to mess around with the vampire counts. They changed a little bit how they work, gave them some new research trees, and they added a system called blood kisses. So every time you defeat the legendary leader of another faction in battle, you get a blood kiss. And you can exchange these blood kisses in for special legendary generals for armies. And they add cool faction effects and stuff like that. But it's kind of a cool mechanic, and it definitely makes them more worthwhile to play because the buffs are really strong. What else did I do? I watched Elf.
Oh no,
Christmas movie. You're not a fan?
I've never watched it all. I've never seen it all.
You've never seen it?
I've seen parts of it.
Oh, you
I
can sit down
did.
and watch the whole movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
is a very good movie.
Man, I watched that movie like 20 times. I love it.
I just like the dad and Tyrion Lannister.
Yep, those are both awesome scenes. I like Tyrion
Tommy
Lannister and
Elf one more time.
everything. So that was cool. We did watch that while we were putting ornaments on the tree, hanging up some Christmas stuff. There's been lots of that going on. The living
How
room is
many nugs did you give
brilliant.
that? By the way, Wes needs to rate his nugs, I think.
Nah, it's too soon for that. Plus, I slept through like a third of the episode, so I woke up and I was like, "Wait, who's this guy? Why? How'd they get here?"
Teleportation. I think Elf gets a solid like 6.5, 7 nugs. That's a good movie.
I'd give it 7. Yeah, I enjoy it.
I mean, it's no Year Without a Santa Claus, but for holiday movies, it's pretty good.
Question, really quick: Die Hard Christmas movie? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you.
I think
Yeah.
anytime movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
It's an anytime movie, yeah, but it's still a Christmas movie.
Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I think the biggest thing I did, I went and saw a Tech 9 concert last week on Tuesday. That was awesome. I got off work late because it was just a hell of a week, and we ran and missed an opener, but we got some kick-ass Chinese food next to the theater for the concert. Some of the best, number 2 best General Tso's chicken I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Number 1 was this place down in Indianapolis called Egg Roll Number 1. Just Egg Roll Number 1.
Number one.
Number one egg roll. But the Tech 9 concert was awesome. We made it there in time for his second opener, who was Futuristic. So Nuggets over here showing people walking by.
Futuristic was the guy's name, or
Futuristic was the artist, yeah, that opened for him. Just a rapper that raps a lot about weed, I guess. We missed most of his show, but popped in for the end of it. And so this guy is up on stage, and he does this little bit about how he always wanted to play basketball, like growing up. He has a dream to dunk on people, but he ended up like 5'5" or some shit like that. So it just never happens. But being a performing artist on stage, he has the opportunity to dunk on the crowd. So he sends his DJ out into the crowd, and he crowd surfs his way out a little bit from the stage, and the crowd holds him up standing by his ankles. And the guy holds out like a backboard basketball hoop you'd put on the back of a door over into the crowd. And then Futuristic just dives out into the crowd and dunks into this basket. And then the crowd catches him and surfs him back to stage.
thankfully.
So he gets back to stage and he looks down in the crowd and he just goes, "Oh shit, you all right, big man?" Because apparently he knocked a dude the fuck out when he jumped into the crowd. So he's up there and he's just like, "You
Don't
all
sue
right?"
me.
He's like, "Can we get this guy?" Yeah, he's like, do you need to take a seat? Do you need to sit down? Come on, come up here on stage, sit with me. And the guy's just like, no, I'm fine down here in the pit. But
Wow.
that was real funny. I enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. And then,
I filmed it.
right, I should have filmed it. Someone filmed it, I'm sure. But then Tech 9 got out on the stage, and I've been a pretty long time Tech 9 fan. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar at all. I think he's worth listening to, but he put on a hell of a show. Sorry, I was reading some stream chat over there. Blitzkill. Hell of a show. He did it was a little like duo tour with him and Chris Calico. So they were on stage going back and forth with their own songs, which was real interesting. They had an awesome screen in the back playing videos throughout the whole thing, whether it was music videos or just random shit that worked for the songs. Got the crowd real hype. He apparently loves coming to Fort Wayne. He makes it a yearly trip. Comes and performs in Fort Wayne, but it's the first time I've managed to go see him. Had a little bit making fun of the song they're not allowed to perform anymore because of a lawsuit, and they have a song called Areola. And there was an incident at one of their shows where an underage girl got on camera flashing and her areolas, and her dad found out through the video and sued them, and now they're not allowed to perform that song anymore anywhere. But then they still kind of a cappella performed it. And there were a shitload of bras that ended up on stage, which apparently they donate when they get back to Kansas City. They don't donate them to women's shelters. Right? Which is kind of cool. But yeah, I think that was it. I didn't do anything else cool. I'm gonna reinstall MechWarrior this week and play some MechWarrior online. I say it every time, but maybe I'll actually stream a little bit of that. You guys will have to come see big stompy robots.
There you go.
I enjoyed MechWarrior when I played with you guys. It was just rough. It's one of those ones where I would have to play it way more often.
Oh man,
to learn it.
You have to play that game so much to learn it. There's so much to do.
I'm like over there, like, yeah, I got 500 points, and I'm telling them what category it is. It's like, yeah, that's for shooting your friendly mech. I was like, oh, I got no points for shooting the enemy mechs.
500 team damage. But yeah, that's it. I wish I had more to talk about, but I don't think I do.
I'm going to a concert this weekend.
What is it?
Snoop Dogg's Puff Puff Pass Tour.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be Snoop Dogg, Warren G, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Too Short, fucking Spice One. I don't know who else.
That sounds awesome. Where are they performing that?
In Lexington.
Okay.
At the Rupp Arena.
I'm surprised Belinda didn't know about that one.
I was surprised she hadn't posted anything about it. I got some gaming news, guys.
What is it?
Does everybody go here? Everybody got a chance. Some of it.
Do you like Fallout now?
No. But I don't know if you guys heard, when you ordered the super duper deluxe edition, it was like $185, $200.
Mm-hmm.
They promised a canvas bag to carry your helmet in. You get your helmet and all the other stuff you're getting. Well, and they even showed a picture of a cloth, rugged type canvas bag. Yeah. And when they sent them out, they weren't canvas bags. They were shitty ass nylon bags. And people started complaining. And apparently their response by Bethesda's support was not very well thought out. And they just said that it turned out that the canvas bags were more expensive than they had planned on to manufacture, so they were getting the nylon bags instead.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, in a strange turn of events, after that super backlash, because that shit people went crazy over. Apparently, Bethesda are now correcting this issue. Not only, after silently swapping advertised canvas bags in the Power Armor edition for nylon ones, then offering a dribble of microtransaction currency in apology, Bethesda have now relented and are having canvas bags made for the people that ordered it in the first place. So congratulations on your enduring, hard-wearing reminder that time you spent $185 on a bland game. So... but yeah, their tweet last night said, "We are finalizing manufacturing plans for replacement canvas bags for the Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition. They direct owners to submit a support ticket by January 31st, 2019, and will arrange to send you a replacement as soon as the bags are ready." So,
Wow.
they could have avoided, after everything else that this game has been through, they could have avoided a lot of shit by just delivering what they promised. If you're not going to deliver the game you promised, at least deliver the fucking hardware you promised,
They were just afraid of a lawsuit or class action stuff. Yeah.
Well, it got picked up. People were talking about that, so that's probably part of it.
Didn't it turn out that they had canvas bags made for the some event that they had for?
I don't know, but
winners?
I do know that when they showed the picture, they had the canvas bag. It was a photo. It's all over. Like they even show it in the marketing campaign, and what they sent was completely different.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Scoundrels.
pretty much. So
I like how you have to submit it though. So if you forget, you never get your canvas back.
Or most people will just not know that they're doing it, I guess. I don't know, though, because I feel like if you dropped the dough for that giant thing, you're probably one of the people who pays attention to this shit.
Oh, yeah.
How are they verifying?
I don't know.
Okay.
Do not know. Apparently Red Dead. We'll get to Red Dead in a minute.
That sounds scary.
Epic is opening their own game store. And it's not just going to be for Epic Games. Apparently, it's they're taking on Steam, and
oh my god, so late to this game. How are they gonna?
Yeah, it's Uplay, Origin. Everybody tries to do that.
Fortnite maker Epic takes on Steam with its own PC game store. I don't know exactly, but I do have a tweet I want to read a little piece of. It says, this is from Tim Sweeney, whoever that is. Epic's Support a Creator program, which is going to be part of the store. I don't know if you guys know the Support a Creator program that they started in Fortnite. Well, you can Twitch streamers or Mixer or whatever, content creators for Fortnite, if they're big enough, can sign up and kind of get on to the Epic Support a Creator program. And what happens is when people buy their what is it called in V-Bucks in Fortnite, their in-game currency, they can choose who they kind of want to, like, what, if any, creator they want to support, and it doesn't cost the purchaser of V-Bucks any extra money, but Epic gives a kickback to that creator, whoever they choose to support. So it's kind of like a sponsorship program in Fortnite, and anytime a fan of that person buys V-Bucks, they can choose to have that creator basically make some money off of it, like a commission. So now we've got Epic's Support a Creator program is key to helping developers reach gamers. Content creators such as YouTube video makers, Twitch streamers, cosplayers, community builders, and bloggers have become key influencers in gaming. Previously, most creators were not compensated by game developers for their work and instead had to rely on donations. By matchmaking creators with developers, the Epic Game Store makes it easier for players to discover games and rewards content creators for their efforts. I don't know how that's going to work.
Damn,
but
Ninja's going to be richer, even more rich.
But it's different. It's ambitious.
It's a start.
It's
yeah. I think it's cool. I mean, if you're a YouTuber and you like the game, then people, when they buy it, they can support you with that. And I think
there's
cool.
a shift. It's like there's a shift in power from the developers to the creators. It used to be Twitch had the power, or Facebook had the power, whoever, the platform had the power. And now that some of the individual creators have gotten so big, these companies are starting to realize that, it doesn't matter what platform Tim the Tap Man's on, or it doesn't matter what platform Ninja's on. People are going to follow them because now they're holding a lot of the cards. And so the developers, it used to be, we'd have to worry about whether or not it was okay to stream a developer's game, and they'd give their blessing and say, it's okay, we're not going to take your videos down. Mm-hmm. Now they're going to start paying people to play their fucking game online.
That's awesome.
And this is going to be like a storefront that helps facilitate that. So I think that's pretty damn cool. New Epic Game Store will take just 12% revenue share.
I don't know how much Steam takes.
Do they do that, revenue sharing?
Absolutely. That's what keeps them going.
How does that work?
I'm looking it up. Steam takes 30% off the top of any revenue that a given title generates on the storefront.
Wow.
No wonder big companies are like,
once
fuck
a
Steam.
game earns 10 million in sales, Steam will adjust its share to 25%.
So
how nice of them.
This afternoon, Epic announced their new platform for selling games on PC and Mac. The Epic Game Store launches this year with a hand-curated set of games on PC and Mac before opening up to more games and platforms, including Android in 2019. Epic plans to compete with Steam by letting developers take home 88% of all revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Epic's 12% cut is considerably less than Valve's 30% cut of all Steam games.
Interesting.
Okay, you see, I didn't know that with the revenue, because that explains why all the developers do their own thing, like EA with Origin and Uplay, because why would you lose? Why would you lose? Hell no. So that could be really interesting, actually, now. If they take not that much and they have this huge audience because all the Fortnite people and stuff, that might be a good option for developers now.
Do you think... I guess not really, though, because you can still get a lot of those code and stuff from the other online markets. It looks like Steam must not have done any sort of contracting work to, so if you're going to sell your game on Steam, you're locked into Steam.
Right.
I wonder, because like you can buy Steam keys through Humble Bundle and stuff like that. So you're going to be able to specify you want Epic codes now. Is that going to work with them? So many questions. I can't wait to see how this works.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's going to make it messier, but it also is going to be cooler.
Sounds promising. So,
definitely.
So, do you think eventually, though, will they raise their rates, or will Steam lower their rate?
Probably. If anything, Steam will lower their rates,
and game prices will go up.
That was 2 days ago. What I just read about Steam dropping it to 25%, but that's still. I wonder if they're just looking at it from we're so entrenched already in the market and we have such a share of it, how many people are actually going to go use the Epic launcher specifically for games? I mean, I think the average person on my friends list isn't going to go switch over to Epic Games just to give the developers more money.
Right.
And I don't think any developer is going to quit listing their game on Steam because of how huge that market is. It wouldn't make sense to force people to go over. They'd lose out on sales.
I think once it's established, once it's been there for a while, and it's actually starting to become a competitor, same as I guess you might say Mixer, Beam, Twitch, whatever kind of thing, then I think they have to kind of adjust a little bit Steam, and developers might even rethink a lot. So I think it just depends on what you just said, the market share. How that's going to go.
I don't know if they'll be...
It's better for us anyways.
Absolutely. It's better for us. We'll have to see what sort of sales and stuff like that they can run through Epic, but I just wonder, is Epic going to be able to ride on the coattails of their Fortnite income long enough to keep something like that going?
Right. Well, I don't know. They're making enough money to do $100 million worth of tournaments this year or in the next couple of years. So
that's insane.
They've promised $100 million in prizes and tournaments over like the next year or two.
I mean, everybody, just Fortnite. Look at Fortnite, man. Like, it's on every platform.
Yeah.
Everything that can run it, like Android, iPhone.
I wish I had a good time playing it.
Yeah, same here. If they make a mode without building, I would probably play it because I suck at building.
I played Fortnite this week too. I forgot to tell you, and I forgot how to build.
I hope a little bit of this money gets pushed over and helps with developing Unreal Tournament.
There you go.
Oh, I hope so. I loved Unreal Tournament.
So, hey, man, you should download the new one and we'll play together.
Speaking of developers, beloved developers like Epic, you guys remember a little company called Bioware?
Anthem?
You remember Bioware?
Not Anthem. I don't care about Anthem.
Destiny 3. I mean, Anthem.
Destiny 3.
Also playing it.
Last time everybody heard about Bioware, they were sucking tit because of Mass Effect 3, and now Anthem getting pushed back until February, and it's supposed to be so great. Well, they got another game coming out.
Which is it?
Beloved franchise, Nugget. You'll like this. Dragon Age 4, baby.
Hell yes.
Hell yes.
Boy.
So, what way are they taking this?
I don't
Are they
know,
gonna make it
but
like-
you'll be able to find out in about 3 years.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Why even announce it?
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
if it would be like, you will find out in holiday 19 or early 20. Then like, okay, I'm
If
hyped.
Blitzkill tried to beat me to the punch there.
Right.
It was like you just told me to remove my cup and then kicked me in the balls.
Yep. Yep. Last week, BioWare teased that a new Dragon Age announcement would be on the way soon, with studio GM Casey Hudson saying that the team is excited to continue the franchise's legacy. As fans were left scratching their heads about when this announcement would take place, a new report has shed some light on BioWare's reveal plans. Publication stated it has spoken to sources familiar with BioWare's plans who have confirmed that EA and BioWare will give fans of the fantasy RPG a hint as to what to expect from the next franchise.
Please more like
However,
Origins.
the game is in very early stages, so much so that Dragon Age 4 team has not even decided upon a name for it. The report also states that BioWare has not put a substantial amount of work into the game yet and is focusing all of its efforts into making Anthem a success. This is a success.
Remember us.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's like,
hey,
hey,
much.
just in case
we're still
Anthem
here.
goes bad, remember this franchise we have?
You know, I'm not hyped for Anthem at all.
Oh, not
No.
either. I never was.
It's
No.
Anthem is Fallout 76. It's Destiny. It's all those games just repackaged into
Yeah, that's what I saw.
it's
Like
Monster Hunter with power armor and guns. It's I don't know, that's the new fad. That's what's coming up here after the battle royale thing. Is just
Yeah.
Is what?
open world instanced
Oh, God, no.
grindy bullshit.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
more Destiny.
Do the same strike for like 40 times and you get that one gun that you never wanted.
Maybe. Or maybe you'll get the gun you wanted, but it won't have the perks that you need.
Exactly, so you have to do it again to get exactly the gun you want with the perks.
This generation
RNG.
World of Warcraft, but even worse because
Even worse,
more
yeah.
RNG.
I feel like
Ooh.
World of Warcraft, you can actually more enjoy it more than the Destiny game. So
Possibly, yeah.
I never even played it. I just watched people play it for years and lost friendships because of that game. But hey,
Because of WoW.
they had
Because-
their times on their virtual world.
I've heard of people
with
losing
dragons.
friendships over UFC 3, but never.
Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly.
Especially if you get grilled cheese.
What? You said
Especially if you get grilled cheese.
grilled cheese. Oh, Lord. Jeez. It's never going to go
I love
away.
you, Beast Mode.
So Red Dead Online.
Mm-hmm.
3 of us have played it.
Huh?
What do you guys
We
think
did.
about it? What do you guys think about it?
Can I say something?
I'm asking you.
They just announced that they're gonna adjust now the pricing of things. You know what? I'm so freaking fed up with them right now. Just hear me out before people are like, oh, you just slam on it.
Oh,
They
you're
planned
right.
that stuff. They planned that stuff from the get-go. There's no way. How many Q&A testers are on a game like that? The developers, there's no way they're like, oh, you for looting this guy, you get a gold watch. It's worth $1. Hey, you need baked beans to get a quarter of your health back. That's $1.50. There's no way that they didn't think like, this is kind of too obvious, isn't it, guys? No, they did it, and now they look like good guys. Like, oh, they're listening
They
to us, guys.
absolutely did it on purpose. I mean, if you think about it, a Mauser pistol in the game costs like what, probably $200 to $400. I would
Yeah.
say tops. Online, it's $1,000.
Yeah,
But also,
it's-
you get so much nothing. I got like 64 cents for doing a mission in that fucking game the other day.
And there's no punishment. There's no punishment for people who are jackasses. Like, if you kill and do bad things in the game, nothing will happen. It's okay. And then they're going to be like, we added a bounty system, like in the main game. Like, oh my God, they're listening. Like, people just buy that stuff up, you know? So, I
Well,
don't know.
since we're already on it, and we'll get to everybody's feelings and thoughts in a second then, Red Dead Online devs say they're addressing the economy mess too. basically everything costs way too much to encourage everybody to buy their in-game currency, which is gold bars, which you will be able to buy. Some things you have to use gold to buy, apparently, and
Gold
others
shipment.
and others you can use it to bypass spending in-game money. So finally last night, Rockstar announced that it is indeed focused on the economy too. Our current areas of focus include the in-game economy, which will require some additional balancing in order to ensure all activities are appropriately rewarding and fun. So they're tired of, they're already sick of people complaining that, fuck, this is not worth my time. They're basically trying to figure out how much the public will take, how much of a grind they can get away with, and still have people play their game. That's the balance here. Otherwise, you would just set the prices to the same way they were inside the regular game, and nobody would give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like you said, they do it, they take it to the extreme at first, they get the backlash, and then they're gonna get, oh, well, they're changing it, they're listening to us, when really they're just, they planned it that way the whole time, probably. So, what do you think about the game, Nugget?
I feel like it was. I liked the way it felt. I only got a little bit of stuttering every once in a while if you got close to too many real players. Seemed like when we rolled up on some real people, they got a little choppy, but it also was in that town, so that could have had everything to do with it as well. But it felt like it ran really well, and I felt like I was playing Red Dead Redemption online again, and I enjoyed myself. Thing in for us when we got off the other day was jumping my horse off of a cliff away from a real player.
I have since heard
And
of
just
people
backing
under
out of the game.
extreme duress, speaking in strange
So
tongues.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was
became
fun.
conscious
I
of
didn't get to
steady
mess with it as
corner
much as
of
you guys did
obscenities
to
and
see
swearing
the
of
whole
all
money
kinds was pouring
situation.
out of me as
So
screamed.
I can't speak on that, but as what I heard from Pascal and what you all said about how much the game or the guns cost, I could see that being very sketchy.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Thanks for the raid, Swain. How you doing? How was your stream?
The Swain is in the house.
Sasquatch Nugget's not in the house. He's outside.
Uh-oh. No, I thought you lost me. I was like, I don't
No,
know
no,
what's
no,
going
no.
on.
No, you're there. Yeah, I agree. It feels good to play. There were a couple of weird instances where real players actually popped up out of the ground. I remember I was riding my horse someplace and somebody popped up out of the ground. A horse and a player popped up out of the ground, and I ran right into them and destroyed my horse. But it feels good. It plays good. But the economy is, and the disconnects. I got disconnected like 9 times the other night, and then I tried it again the next day. I got disconnected twice, and I was just done. There you go, Nugget.
Warming my ass up.
They'll fix the disconnects, I'm sure, but that economy, if they don't severely raise the prices or lower the cost of things, or both, raise the rewards you get or lower the cost of the goods, or both, I won't play it.
You see, what also happened, like I read into that, like I read into people's review, like, you know, besides economy reviews, kind of, right, on Reddit and stuff. People played it for like 40 hours already. And what they said was practically like, so they played it and then they said like, okay, so if you go to like a populated town like Blackwater or something, like people just kill you. Like they don't even care. There's no punishment for those who kill you. As a result, you respawn, they run up to you, kill you again. They have the better guns, whatever, you stand no chance. Let's say you go hunting or eating berries after a gunfight or a mission, you're limited to only like 4 berries to eat, like the free stuff, or you buy in a general store like the potions and stuff. So it is, again, designed to pay in-game money, which is hard to get by. There's no punishment system so far that he said, and I've spotted, that will be like, oh my god, they're in so much trouble, they cannot enter the town, otherwise the AI is going to go. Nothing. There's no punishment for it. So for me, in order to play it again, they need to add more stuff to do.
Private service,
they need
too.
They need to make it more rewarding. Private service, like the friends only sessions, I want that. I don't give a crap about random people, because I know from GTA Online that there's assholes most of the time. It's just what it is. Like the amount of 5-year-olds or 8-year-olds playing GTA Online is ridiculous, and then having them screaming in your ear and using daddy's credit card or something. I don't know. It's just not fun for me. So that's why I always like to play with my friends. Just it's a lot more chill, and you actually can do stuff. They also need to make it that the invading missions is optional. There are people that got invaded doing a stranger mission. They got killed right before they turned the mission in. So I don't know. Doesn't seem to be too much fun, like to me right now, because but I'm waiting. The good thing is that the main game is amazing. So if they hopefully never skip the please make it happen Undead Nightmare. So
yeah.
if they bring that out, I'll be happy, and I don't care about online, and I would only play Undead Nightmare. I mean, that was just a complete standalone expansion, worth it. It was amazing, and I want to play it again, but I want to play it with this setting.
How about online Undead Nightmare?
Hell no, because everything they do with GTA Online, I read too that in GTA Online they had those single player expansion ideas, but they scrapped it all off and put it in the online mode. Like they put it into pieces, and there was like this alien thingy, like the online story part for GTA Online, and they actually those were all supposed to be single player things. I read like this whole like development notes and stuff. Kind of interesting, and kind of shows they make a shit ton of money, and I dare them to make it like the mobile games. When you have like the Farmville Gold, and it's like a little card with gold, and then the end for 149 you get like a big safe with gold, and I dare them to make it like that. You have like a small like stack of gold, and then it goes like to a safe for like 149. Get your gold bars now. So I dare them, and they can suck it, because I'm done with stuff like that. Like if it's only cosmetic, man, I'm okay with that. But guns boost to get guns faster or to get any advantage over a different player, that's no, you shouldn't.
That's the Rockstar way.
Yeah, no, that's I don't agree with that. And I would pay a pink horse if they want me to, a rainbow horse. I don't care. I'll pay money for that if it's only cosmetic. But all those items that you can buy in the future with real money, they give you an advantage. And anybody who says different is like, no. Like it is an advantage to have a better horse, more stamina. It is an advantage to have a better gun. So that's just my point.
100% pay to win.
Yeah, so I'm tired of pay to win in a not free game. We cannot forget that Reddit Online is part of Red Dead Redemption, the full game that you pay money for. So that's just my 2 cents, my little rant.
Other news: Fortnite. The next season starts, I think, Thursday. I haven't played enough of this past season. I don't even have enough V-Bucks earned through my progression to buy the next pass, so I'm going to be playing Fortnite like a madman for the next 24 hours, probably.
How much do you have to make to get
I think it's like a 900 or 1,000, and I've got like 800 or 700. So
no, you got this.
Oh, I'll get it. I'll
like
definitely get
wins.
it. Yeah.
That's all you need.
2 wins. Is
that double your career?
No, I've got like 4 wins in Fortnite, I think. I haven't played it in a while, so.
I tried playing on the Switch the other day, and I just couldn't get into it. I think it's because I was playing it in mobile mode, so I didn't have like an actual controller, so I was trying to do everything while holding the whole tablet, and it's a little bit too heavy and too awkward to really get anything going on there.
Gotcha. The more I play it, the further along they change things and add things, the more I play it, the less I am interested in it. It's like they're adding a lot of stuff, and it's less to do with competition and more to do with like challenges. They've got 4-wheelers with boosters on them that you can fly up in the air and do tricks on. And, I mean, it's all fun stuff, and it's great. Honestly, it's great fodder for content creators. Gives them all kinds of crazy fun stuff to do. I watched Dr. Lupo one day beat some fucking challenge of where he was. He was like jumping a 4-wheeler back and forth. Oh, he had these 2 magnetic like repulsors, and he would get shot on one on his 4-wheeler and be able to spin it around and land on the other one, which would shoot him back. And he was going back and forth and back and forth, kind of like some shit you'd do in Halo Forge. And he beat like the world record for points that you get for doing tricks on a 4-wheeler because the multipliers were like super high because he wasn't touching the ground, and it was just neat. I mean, he did it. Yeah, Blitzkill. He did it for 4 hours. Yeah.
Okay, that seems a little ridiculous.
Well, no, but without touching the ground, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that just like snooze fest.
But it wasn't because people were, and somehow he was genius enough to hype it into. Don't use all you people with your Twitch Prime subs. Don't use your Prime subs yet. Don't use them yet. Wait until we get to this number, and then he had like a gazillion. He called it a Twitch Prime sub flood or some shit, and it just went crazy. And he got like 1,000 subs in like 10 minutes. And
wow,
yeah, all in how you spin it, I guess.
I did watch a video of someone with one of those 4-wheelers go off of a ramp and then smash into some dude who had used one of those jump pads and was parachuting down or whatever you call it in that game. Killed him in the air for the win or something, which was kind of cool.
That is cool. One thing they've changed, apparently now when you jump off of a high ledge, you no longer have to fall to your death. You can pull out your glider and glide down. So this is a good change. But yeah, the more stuff they add, it's not that I think it's bad or anything. It just kind of, it's distracting and confusing. And for me, it takes away from the competition and just adds more things to think about and do. And I just kind of lose interest. It's like overload.
Yeah.
So that's about it for me.
Interesting. I did watch a dude on Twitch the other day that got on one of them, and the thing was so powerful it couldn't even break through a wooden fence. But then 5 minutes later, it destroyed a boulder twice the size of the 4-wheeler.
Didn't destroy a boulder.
You did too. Destroy a boulder.
No, I did not. I did destroy something. It was like a house or something. But yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I couldn't bust through the first fence, but I busted through a couple of fences. I had to get my thrust going.
Thrust on.
That's right. So that's about all I got for news, guys. What do you guys got? Anything you want to talk about?
I brought up the Overwatch thing already. That's pretty much what I had going on. New Overwatch skins and winter event coming up here, starting on the 11th.
I'll do
I think it goes all the way through Christmas.
Sorry, just gonna do a quick shout out to Swain Games. Thanks for the raid, man. Thanks for the host. Have a good night. Sorry you gotta leave. Bye, Swain.
Bye, Swain.
And hi, Kookie.
Hung out in Swain's stream for the first time the other night. Never really been over there. Watched the Madden.
Yeah.
Yep.
I followed him today. Wes was hosting him, so I was like, oh, he streams, so gave him a follow on his road to 1,000, I guess.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, did he hit 1,000?
I don't know.
He only needed like 25 follows for that.
I think when I saw him on today before we hopped on, it said 20 more followers.
Man.
He's almost there.
Well, if he's still in the chat, he'll have to let us know. I want to know.
Well, what are your guys' feelings on those of you who bought Fallout 76 and Battlefield 5, both of them dropping down to $29.99 like 4 days later?
It was a sale on Battlefield and Fallout as well. Fallout is now $59.99 and the same as Battlefield.
Oh, now you're okay. Now you're okay with it.
No,
Could I have
that is not really a developer decision in that matter though, because that is Target. That was Target who offered it. So are we going to be mad now if we go to Walmart and they have a $59 game for $30 on sale a week after release? I mean, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents of it. I was mad, but I only read the article, like the clickbait article, and got super mad. But then
You should have known that it was Black Friday time and they were going to put it on sale.
Yeah, so I'll take back my criticism then.
Okay.
If I made it
fair
public.
enough.
And I got sucked into a clickbait article, and then I actually read those articles. I'm like, oh man, like who cares? Like, like whatever. Yeah. But
those flaming eyes on Nugget. Oh, that was awesome.
On the side note with Fallout, I still think that I bought it. I can't return it, and I still have it installed because I still somewhere there see potential for being an okay game.
Yeah.
So not because it's Fallout, but yeah, because it's Fallout. The potential is there. So, and if Bethesda does anything like
around the time that Fallout 5 comes out, or 6,
I mean,
7,
hey,
whatever.
they could go the No Man's Sky route, having a kind of hyped out game turning into something way more than that they initially promised. So they could do that. Who knows?
Hey,
Future will tell.
anything's possible. It depends on how much money and time they want to sink into it. I think if with it being an online game, they're probably in it for the long haul. So not only do they want to make money initially, I think they care somewhat about their legacy. And I don't think they're going to let it just, crap out. I think with it being an online game, they're gonna support it for a long time, and to do that, they're going to have to get the issues worked out first. So I think it's 6 months, a year. I think it could be a really good, if not great, game. Still not my cup of tea, because I like Fallout in a single player slow progression type setting where I can sit around and listen to all those stupid holotapes for a half an hour, in one area,
I think,
without having everybody waiting on me.
I mean, you can still do that, Then Nugget and I just kill monsters and you just do whatever you want. We on a separate server then.
But it's just exactly. We might as well be on a separate server because you guys are doing whatever, and somebody is listening to holotapes.
Everybody's dancing, and nobody can see me dancing. So
I don't think you're dancing.
You're not dancing.
I am.
You're just
I'm
sitting
jumping
there.
up and down.
No, you're not.
No, I can't really because my chair's kind of squeaky. So you kind of would hear it.
The neighbors will be like, "Oh, they're at it again."
Not
Oh
again.
Lord.
I have a little news though before you cut it. I'm not going to go into detail real quick, but Battlefield 5's first pack of content for the games as service stuff.
The rest of the game.
Well, no, whatever. It was promised to be there last night. It got delayed and people were freaking out, and it was just an issue that they found last minute with the certification process. And as people on console know, they need to have certification process.
Hold on.
There was a game-breaking bug, and they decided to not release it with that. And it's coming out today.
So DICE isn't familiar with the certification
It wasn't only that. It just an issue that caused it to not getting certified. They looked into that code and it was like a game-breaking thing. And so they could have just fixed it with creating other bugs, but they wanted to make it a smooth update. So people were starting freaking out, and it's going to be next week or 2 weeks from now. Here we go.
So
and
then Microsoft found a bug.
I don't know. I think honestly, and this is not me trying to be too neutral, but usually it's Sony who is very be careful. They usually call back. So I think it might have been that. But anyways, there were a few codes of coding or lines of code broken, and they fixed it within 3 or 4 hours. So it's coming now. Tomorrow it should be available on all platforms, depending on maybe in 2 or 3 hours. The servers go down for 30 minutes to apply the update with all the other content. So that's kind of the news. So I don't know what code was broken, but they said hey, we just want to fix it. We don't want to release it and create a million other issues, which they probably will because that's what they're famous for. But at least they try to bring it out smooth rather than just rushing it out with the update.
I'm just glad they finally got their main menu fleshed out.
Yeah. Well, why didn't you play some Madden and collect some cards?
Well, you buy a $60 game and half of it's available and the other half is coming soon.
It's not, but that's the thing. It's not, though. It has more content than Battlefield 1. It has more modes. It has more maps. From the size alone, it has, it's just Battlefield 4, people there's so many guns and stuff, right? And 6 or 7 of them felt exactly the same. There was no difference, and that's what I'm trying to say. The content itself, they never said they made it specifically clear what this game is going to be. It's going to be games as service. The game is going to launch with the basic content, and they will expand on it further for free. And that's exactly what they did. The only difference this time around, instead of Star Wars Battlefront, is they had the tiles up already. And that got people like, oh, it's a health game. Like, oh, we only have 8 maps. COD had fucking 6 maps that were small ass and repetitive.
COD had more than 6 maps.
No, they did not. Look up COD launch map. They had only 6 freaking maps for TDM.
Or
just saying.
For TDM. Or they released a game that has a 4 or 5 part multiplayer or a single player story, and not even all of those are
Star
available.
Wars, but that is what they also said before launch. And the Star Wars Battlefront 2 had the same thing. There was the final chapter was available after launch. They did the same thing, and yet like those 3 stories, it's not even like you need to play the last story. They're all individual stories.
And then,
so I don't understand. Like that's the thing. Like I don't understand. Like. There's enough single player right now. If you wouldn't have any content, there'll be a normal Battlefield launch right now. Normal Battlefield launch. Actually, the smoothest I've ever seen a Battlefield launch. So I'm just getting irritated with people when they just try to read clickbait and you haven't even played the main game yet.
I'm sorry, you're right. I just got thrown off by the main menu where half of it was missing and it said available December 4th.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If they would have just left it out, nobody would have complained, right?
Probably.
So that's
I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Coming soon.
I'm just getting. I'm like, I don't want to be too heated or like mean or something or too defensive because I don't know any guys. But like,
I'm just fucking trolling you, dude.
45 hours in and I like it, So
debated.
No, but really, I mean, Blitzkill's talking about it too. How do you really feel about like the game? What? Just quickly.
Okay, quickly. One of our famous reviewers gave it a 5 out of 10. I disagree with them wholeheartedly. I give it a 7 out of 10 right now, with
which
potential to be an 8 or 9. Well, yeah, but just because right now for me it's just like I still miss more Battlefield moments, but that is only because there is right now like an issue with a few balancing stuff. So after the update, I'm gonna check it more, but I would rank it in between like 7 to 8.5 out of 10 in a gaming genre, which is good. I mean, Call of Duty World War II, for example, I give a 5 out of 10.
That one.
There was no dedicated servers. It's all peer-to-peer. And like, I mean, what age are we in? Like, come on. So I don't know. I'm not trying to bash on COD, but I used to play COD when it was Call of Duty 2 and like all the old times on PC, and those were actually pretty great games.
Other than all the kids, COD and Fortnite.
Huh?
I said you leave all the kids on COD and Fortnite. You've grown up now.
Yeah.
You play Battlefield.
No, I think like COD and Battlefield are complete different games, and they're shooters, but they are complete different audiences and game styles. So I never want to compare them and never will. I'm making it way too long again. So like 7 to 8 out of 10 is what I give Battlefield right now. With future content, probably 9 for myself. I'm super biased because I love Battlefield. I used to play COD and then Battlefield. I actually gave Battlefield 9042 on PC a chance, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And since then, I've been just playing Battlefield. Spontaneously caught with you guys, but TJ missed out on the Black Ops 4. I played Black Ops 4 with Wes, and I don't know. I just don't like the gameplay that much. There's, no high skill ceiling that much in my eyes. It's with gunplay at least, so I don't like it that much. It's just me.
Okay.
But yeah, I would disagree with people who say it's a bad Battlefield game. It's probably the best Battlefield game gameplay wise that I've seen in a long time. So
I need to play it. I'm gonna play it soon. I'm gonna stream the single player.
Yeah, I need to wrestling with doing the monthly thing. Can I still do the monthly thing and play it for?
Yeah, you can get the EA access for 5. You have 10 hours, or you get for $15 try out the premiere, and you can play the whole game for 1 month.
It's $15. Yeah, $15 a month, and you can play the whole game for all month.
Yep.
I might have to look into that. I don't know.
So,
because what if I really love it and then I'm spending $75 for it?
Well, maybe there's going to be another deal. I don't know.
You can just pony up the whole 100 and get Anthem later.
No thanks.
when they're I don't know. Maybe you get a discount. I don't know how Premiere works, but yeah. If you really like it, then go for it. But I don't know how it plays on PC because, you know, I play on console on the installment basis for obviously higher. So on console, BF5. So
You have access to every Command and Conquer game ever made.
yeah.
Do they all work on?
The first two are kind of sketchy. I've had you gotta change some stuff up with aspect ratio and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're functional. Hey Blitz, now you can play Command and Conquer, but if you don't go in and edit some files, you won't get it full screen, baby.
You get 10% off Origin purchases with.
Okay. I think that's the same what Game Pass has, right? Like if you want to keep it like 10 or 15 max, it's not a lot discount, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I want to see
you play Madden on PC.
Yeah. I mean, you have a whole
yeah. Why not try it out?
Madden?
Now's your chance, man.
Maybe. Ugh.
All right. Anybody else got anything?
I don't.
Nugget?
No.
Is it time for the wacky news?
Yeah, I got the wild wacky news from last week sometime. Luckily, I remembered the story a little bit.
Let's wrap this shit up then.
All right. So, I don't know if you all heard. This involves FedEx. But did you hear about the FedEx driver that killed a dude?
No.
What?
No.
I heard about the FedEx driver that folded up a flag he found knocked down.
No.
He killed somebody.
Yeah, so apparently a FedEx dude driving around. Somebody that lives in this neighborhood says he was driving too fast. They get in a little argument. FedEx truck, he's just like, whatever, arguing with the guy. And the guy starts throwing racial slurs at the FedEx driver and telling him, you know, where to go and how to get there, and just keeps hammering him out. So, of course, he gets out to defend himself from being criticized and having racial slurs thrown at him. So the guy goes to punch him. He is now, defending himself and punches the guy so hard it knocks him unconscious, and he later dies from his wounds.
Lethal fucking weapons, man.
What caught my eye about what's that?
I said lethal weapons.
Oh yeah, well that's what caught my eye about the whole thing was the somebody tweeted, "Damn, FedEx sending souls same day shipping to heaven."
Damn.
Yeah.
I like that.
I read some more on it yesterday, and apparently the police have dropped all charges against the guy. FedEx stands beside him as well, I believe. It sounds like, or
good.
They might not have been 100% at their decision yet, but the police have dropped the charges because it's a state of defend yourself pretty much. So when he swung at him, he had the right to defend him.
Yeah.
And he hit him, and they said he didn't continue. It was all the neighbors pretty much backed the FedEx driver. Like, he took it and took it and took it. Maybe he shouldn't have got out of the truck, but come on. I mean, you can only take so much.
I wonder, too, if it wasn't like the fall that killed the guy and not the punch.
Yeah.
I'm not for sure. They said there were some other health issues that the man already had. So
he should have known better.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, yeah, my thing was just that caught my eye was the Twitter, though. I was like, damn, too soon, but sending souls to heaven, same day shipping.
It's very dark humor, yeah.
Yeah. So
horrible.
That's all I got, man. That was my weird and wacky news. I just thought it was wild that something like that took place.
Yeah,
some wild news.
Well, we're gonna be on. Let's see. Next Tuesday's gonna be the 11th. Everybody cool for the 11th?
Sure.
I think so.
Awesome.
What the fuck happens in the news? If anyone's paying attention, yeah, right. I'm a little late. Doesn't Super Smash Brothers come out this week?
I don't know. Does it?
On the 7th?
I guess it is. Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate comes out on the 7th.
There you go.
I'm very curious to see how their online works.
Oh, I was gonna say
fucked up as.
Give us an update. Right, give us an update on that Nintendo Online. Have they changed anything?
They haven't changed anything for Mario Party yet. I know that for damn sure.
Well, that sucks.
Right. So I'm curious about how this is going to go, and I will update everyone after I read some reviews of it over the weekend.
All right. Well, everybody, we appreciate you coming in and chatting with us and listening. We appreciate Nugget especially for coming in, doing the podcast while on vacation. I know it was an inconvenience to you. We appreciate you being here. And as always, guys, I appreciate you all being here every week to do this. If you like what you saw, guys, give us a follow. Also, I need the link. If you search SideQuest Podcast on Twitch, you will also find the Twitch page that we are going to be streaming from sooner or later. I think Zach might be grabbing that link right now. No. But then there are our links there for the podcast on Spotify and iTunes. If you wanna tell a friend, that's the biggest way to help us out here, is tell a friend about the podcast. Kick them a link to the iTunes, the Anchor, the Spotify, and leave a review. If you like what you see, leave us a nice review. If you don't like what you see, tell us what we need to fix. Anyway, that's about all I got. Sasquatch Nugget is now inside for the night, it looks like. His beard survived the fire. He's going to bed. So, guys, we'll see you all next week. Thanks for stopping by. I will be streaming probably Batman after this, after a short break. But Pascal, Zach, Terry,
deuces.
Thanks for coming by. Thank you, Blitzkill, for that link. Follow that link, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Why is that such a high pitch? Bye.